like to get to know if I could be the kind of girl that you could be down for. 'Cause when I look at you, I feel something tell me that you're the. Don't you know I made some time for you? I can't decide for you. I made some time for you.
Messages, faith comes by hearing, but obedience comes by fear. Didn't make sense to me before I joined this class. We want to ask that everybody cover their head. If your head not covered, thank all women cover your head, please. So, who would have thought that you needed to have a fear of God before you came to God? I was told that he loved everybody, and all we had to do was ask for forgiveness. But when I opened this book, it had a whole section on what it requires. I mean, books and books of what he requires of each one of us. If you don't take the time to read, it's gonna be all on you. Because we explain it, we break it down for you to the best of our ability. You can go home and research it yourself to make sure what we're teaching is on the line. If you don't do that, that's on you. But we gonna give it to you the way it gotta come to you today.
That's right.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
If you obey the Lord, you doing something new. Who shall you fear in this life, though? Who shall we fear? Let's go to Luke 12:4.
And I say unto you, my friends, be not afraid of them that kill the body, and after that have no more that they can do. But I will forewarn you whom ye shall fear. Fear him, which after he hath killed, hath power to cast into hell. Yea, I say unto you, fear him.
Yeah, I said to you, fear him. Because what he gonna do with those worthless people that don't want to do nothing? No, the ones that know everything. Let me tell you what he gonna do to y'all. He gonna lay you down, tap you on your shoulder, get up. You gonna see that whole heavenly host. You still smarter than everybody though, but you gonna see that heavenly host, and it's over for you. He gonna throw you in that lake of fire where you don't die. You live forever in turmoil, torment, burning forever, because you could not listen.
Good morning, you guys. It is Sunday, July the 23rd. Happy Sunday. It is 6:23. Me and Zay are on our way to the gym. Your good sis has been up since about 5:20 because we were supposed to be at the gym about 5:30, but Zay was like, "Ma, I need a little extra time." Okay, baby, these late nights and early mornings is kicking your nephew tail. Meanwhile, because I'm just now starting to do it and he's been doing it for a while, for me, I'm like, okay, cool, you know, it hasn't quite hit me yet, and I'm still able to, you know, have a semi-late night and then pop up in the morning. But I'm more than sure I'm gonna be giving the same energy that he is giving in another few days, child, because it is difficult, but it is very rewarding once we're done with our workout. We are in separate cars again because they has to go to work. We're meeting Toy and my nephew, her son Micah, at the gym as well, so I'm super excited about that, for us to have a mother and son moment at the gym. Micah is high school age and plays sports, so he's trying to get himself together. Zay trying to get buff. Me and Toy trying to get our finer on, because we already fine, okay? So I'm really excited for them to show up and work
Elevate. Only obligation is to tell it straight. So much on my plate, I gotta delegate. Michael pass a drug, cause we gotta celebrate. I'm in better way, thinking how'd I make
sometimes you gotta cheat to stay ahead in this picture. Drink served like it's liquor. Street life will have you catching up to God quicker. Sticker, AK-40 to your lipper. Let the chopper bang on you like a blood or a gripper. Flipper.
Oh my Lord. Okay. Turn this down, turn the air up. Who y'all? Father God. Whoo. Y'all. I'm gonna be super fine, okay? Once I'm done with this here journey, I'm gonna be real fine. Who y'all? Okay. I am sweating everywhere. I just said bye to Toy and my nephew Micah. Father God, I am sweating from everywhere. I feel really good though. I just feel like in 2 seconds, yes, I got my door open, letting all this good air out. I just ain't got the strength to pull the door, y'all. Today I worked arms, legs, glutes, abs. I told y'all those are gonna be my main body parts, and then I'll do my cardio at home on my off days when I'm not at the gym. Whew. Y'all, today's workout was really good. It was really good. I think I'm gonna stop at Smoothie King, get me a smoothie. I'm sorry y'all, I didn't tell y'all the time. It's currently 7:34. So I've been in the gym for a little over an hour. Woo, yes. Oh, sis is coming out with a full sweatsuit. That's a different type of gangster right there. And she was on the treadmill too. Tear it up, girl. I'm so glad my workout is done. Y'all have no idea. I'm so glad my workout is done. That stair machine, y'all, just about killed me. So I was talking to Toy's brother yesterday, Keenan. Hey, Keenan, if you see this video, probably won't. But if you do, hey, bro. So he was like, yeah, sis, he work out. He's a gym rat. Goes to the gym every day. He was like, get on the stair machine. Do 20 minutes. And I was like, 20 minutes? At the time, I was like, I can barely do 3. Do 20? He was like, yeah, do 20 minutes. I'm telling you, it's the cheat code. It's the cheat code to working out. It's going to shred your body up. And he had me at shred your body up, right? I'm sold. So I'm doing it, get to 5 minutes. No, I'm approaching 5 minutes, and I feel like I'm about to die. So I told Toy, I was like, listen, tell your brother I did these 20 minutes like I told him I was. But I got to do it in increments of 5. My endurance is not there to do more than 5 minutes without feeling like I'm about to die. Okay? Bye, y'all. Love y'all. Okay. Let us go to, since Toy and them gone. Whoo, yeah. We are definitely not getting a smoothie from Smoothie King because they don't even open yet. I'm sitting up there waiting, and they tricked me because their automated little system came up when I pulled up. That's real cute. But I was like, hello? Hello? Anybody? Somebody? Is anybody home? Girl, Google doggone Smoothie King. Baby, it says opening soon. They're not open, baby. You're too early. They're not here to service you. At this hour, go home is pretty much the vibes that I was getting. So I'm going home. Today is Monday, July the 24th. Happy Monday. It is 7:52, and as I just said, I am on my way to work with Celsius in hand because, baby, I did go to sleep earlier than I normally do last night, but I still woke up very sleepy. I'm not even finna lie, y'all. The gym, getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning 3 days a week to go to the gym has really it's really been working on me. Okay, it is really working on me, but I am going to remain consistent. I am determined to remain consistent. I don't go to the gym. I didn't go to the gym today. I don't go Tuesday. If you're new here or don't know what I'm talking about, I recently started going to the gym gym. My son got a membership, which is what kind of provoked me to say, you know what, I'm gonna slide through with you. And he was like, of course, you know, come through. And I've been going ever since. I have been 3 times so far. My schedule for the gym is Wednesday, Friday, Sunday is when I am available to go to the gym. So of course today is Monday. It is my off day in terms of the gym, right? I'm still going to work out on the days that I don't go to the gym, but those workouts will be at home, more cardio focused, because what I do at the gym is more weight training and abs and things like that. Even though I can do abs at home, I'll continue to do them at the gym because I do use weights for my ab workouts. But anywho, yeah, that's just that on that. How was you guys this weekend? Leave me some comments down below letting me know what you did and how it was, because I would love to know. I mean, I'm slightly nosy, but I also would love to know what you guys did. My weekend was very chill. I was supposed to go to the store yesterday and purchase school supplies for our upcoming clothing / school supply giveaway, because the kids are about to start school soon here in Houston. I believe they start kind of trickling going back mid-August, like August 16th, 15th, 19th. Now don't quote me on those days or whatever, because you know I don't know specifically, but I know it's around that time. So our church is going to be doing a clothing drive and school giveaway next Sunday, which I believe is the 31st of July, if I'm not mistaken. It's either the 30th or the 31st. So last Saturday, after we got out of church, we went out into the neighborhood and passed out flyers, letting the community know that we'll, you know, basically what we'll be doing next Sunday. We'll have food, we'll have drinks, obviously clothes and school supplies. But unfortunately, I didn't get the card that I needed to make the purchase for the school supplies. So this week is going to look very, very strange. I'm just preparing my mind, because something tells me that I'm going to have to go during the week. If somebody else can't do it, I'm going to have to go during the week and go get all of these school supplies. And the stores is already crazy and hectic because it's still summertime, so people are out and about. It's even more hectic because the kids are about to go back to school, so everybody's trying to get a jump start on school supplies. And I'm just sensing that we missed a good opportunity for me to go yesterday morning after the gym, because once I came back from the gym, I was up. I went home, I showered, talked to husband, because he was there before he went to the studios. They had to go to work, so I literally had all day free to do it. But unfortunately, the car didn't come through like I needed it to, so it didn't get done. Aside from having that on my to-do plate yesterday, I just kind of stayed around the house. I chilled. I did get a collaborative video up for you guys. Well, no, I'm lying. I did get a collaborative video filmed for you guys. By the time you see this video, that video should already be up. It was a review and unboxing of a really, really beautiful camel colored Chanel bag. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I've been channeling what I want my fall wardrobe to look like and consist of. So I have been reviewing a lot of fall colored bags and winter colored bags, because it is going to be up on us, y'all, before we know it. And I know it's hot as hell out here, especially if you in Houston. You like, girl, what you think about fall already? Yes, because you know how quickly when it's time to change, Houston don't have no problem switching up, okay? It'll be hot one day and then literally cold the next. So I'm trying to get, you know, what I would like to have for those cooler months on deck. That way when they get here, sis is already prepared to look fabulous, okay? All I gotta do is show up. I got my fashions. I just gotta show up. Let's go ahead and crack open this Celsius. Shout out to my husband for putting this in the refrigerator for me, because child, I thought I was gonna have to drink a hot one. This is the Mango Passion. Cheers. I'm gonna go ahead and continue my commute to work, and I'll see you guys when I get inside. Good afternoon, you guys. It is 1:45 and I am on lunch. So listen, I do have my little pink T-Mobile bag, and I did bring my lunch. So for lunch today, all I brought was some cheddar and broccoli pasta. So that's more like a side and not necessarily a main dish. But in my mind, I was like, you know what, we're gonna try to make it do what it do. We're gonna make this here a main dish, okay? Basically, I'm forcing a main dish out of a side dish. All right, okay. So I'm eating it. I heat it up at work. I'm eating it. And all I keep thinking about, y'all, is doggone Chick-fil-A chicken nuggets. I'm like, baby, I'm not supposed to be eating this as a doggone entree. This pasta is a side, and it should be a side to some doggone chicken nuggets or chicken strips from Chick-fil-A. I did go ahead and eat the little pasta side, but I ain't even for the cap to you. I'm still hungry. So I am here pulling into Chick-fil-A right now.
Yes, ma'am, we're getting it.
Can I have the nugget, the 12 count, please?
Want the meal?
Yes, please. Sunjoy?
And the condiments to go with that?
Yes, 2 barbecue, 2 honey roasted barbecue, and 2. Sorry, I just had a brain fart. The honey, no, is it honey mustard? Yeah, the honey mustard. Sorry about that.
Anything else?
Can you make the Sunjoy a large, please?
Want to make the fries large?
Yes, that's fine.
Yes, ma'am.
And did I say the white peach Sunjoy, or did I say a
That's
regular?
regular.
Can I have the white peach, please?
Got that down for you. Anything else?
That'll be all. Watermelon mint, lemonade. That's what it was. Where they gave that little baby large. I hope they don't do that this time around. I really hope they don't do that this time around, because I have a feeling that I'm really going to like. Ooh, child, and they doing it. Yes.
There you go, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, was this a large?
Oh, no, we only have one size on it.
Oh, I wish he would have said that. Okay. All right. Thank you. Oh, y'all, look at this. They is so out of line for this itty bitty cup. What I'm gonna do with that? Nuggets. Here are my fries. And y'all know the vibes. My itty bitty white peach Arnold Palmer Sunjoy, whatever. We gonna go ahead on and try this right now. Cause baby, I mean, the way they, you know what? Cheers. Y'all, that's so good. That is so freaking good. Beautiful. Put my leftovers in my lunch kit. It is almost time for me to head back into the office. And Chick-fil-A, look at what y'all got me doing. Look at what y'all got me doing. Cause that tea is just as good as gone. Good afternoon, fam. It is 5:25 and you already know the vibes. We are off of work. Child, I thought I'd never get out that place today. Today just dragged. It dragged a little too much for me, okay? But thank God we are off of work. Husband texted and said that the movies that we were trying to watch is finally like acting right now. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, for like the last few days, me and Bae have been trying to have a at-home movie night to catch up on some movies that have recently come out. Well, not recently come out, but they've come out within like the last, I don't know, month or two. Guardians of the Galaxy, I think is like a couple months old. And Transformers, I know for sure, is a couple months old. And we've been trying to see both of them, but the audio wasn't matching the mouth. So it was giving like old Asian film and Karate Kid vibes, you know, like the old school shows where they be talking way too fast. Like they mouth be moving slow, but they be talking real fast. You know the vibes. So he said it's finally been fixed. Thank God. So he wants to watch a movie tonight. I'm gonna try to see if we can get the movie pushed to tomorrow night, at least one of them anyway, and then we'll save whichever one we don't watch this week for Saturday night once we come home, which will be well after, I'm sure, 9 o'clock, because we have to stay at the church to set up for the event that we have that next day, which would be Sunday. So yeah, I don't know how he gonna take it, because he really thirsty to see this movie, but I really do need to get some editing done. I didn't get any editing done yesterday because we were watching shows together. So I'm just gonna need my boo to understand. that I can't do it today. Tomorrow, sure. Today, we also have to go to the dealership today. I'm not sure if I ever told you guys what became of my latest tire situation. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, check out the vlog thumbnail that's on the screen, and I'll be sure to also leave the direct link in the description box down below, because I can't remember at the current moment which vlog I put it in. But long story short, child, my tire is on the fritz again. The same exact tire, different spot though, because they did move it. Originally it was on the front passenger side, so front, what is that, front right, but now it's back right. And I pretty much called him and was like, look, right, run me my replacement. I'm not sitting up there for no more diagnostics. I'm not sitting up there for hours for somebody to come back and tell me what they did to see if it's not the tire to avoid replacing it. Replace the freaking tire. At this point, by the time I go up there, because I do have an appointment on Wednesday to just get a whole new tire. Hopefully that won't take long, because y'all, my Wednesday is looking very, very, very thick, and I really don't have time to be sitting up at the dealership for several hours. So I'm hoping they can work me in and do it really fast, replace my freaking tire, and send me on about my way. So I'm definitely gonna pray about it, because man, we need God to intervene at this point, because I'm sick of this, and I'm really sick of them. Yeah, so that's just that on that. So we have that to do on Wednesday. I'm sure that won't be in this vlog. I will likely start another vlog by then. So just stay tuned for that if you're interested to hear the outcome on my tire. And hopefully after I get this doggone tire replaced, y'all won't hear my mouth no more about no doggone tire. Because believe me, if you sick of hearing it, I'm sick of going through it. I'm sick of having to stop and put air in my tire, and brand new tires at that. Like I'm actually very, very sick of that. But in other news, when I make it to the house, we're gonna get a nice workout in. I do want to go into the neighborhood. It's a beautiful day. Whew. It's currently 100 though. Okay, it's 5:29. That's pretty warm for the evening hours. Excuse me, but we still gonna get out there and get a really good sweat in, come back home. I'm not sure what we're gonna do for dinner. I had intentions on taking chicken thighs out so that I can make quesadillas or chicken tacos, whatever the guys wanted, but I walked out the house and completely forgot to do that. So tonight is gonna have to be a get it how you live kind of night. I don't know what that's gonna look like completely. I was scrolling through TikTok, right, the food side, and I saw another like chopped sandwich. Now let me give credit where credit is due, because my good sis, my home girl Courtney, she put me on to this chopped sandwich lunch meat situation concoction several months ago, and I tried it when she made it, and it was really good. I don't really too much like vegetables like that, but my good sis can appreciate a good veggie. So when I ate it, I liked the flavors, but it's not like I was like, ooh, let me get that again. I gotta go home and remake that, because it just had I like my stuff bald head and basic. Okay, she got an elevated palate. I'm not where she's at, but it was still good. So fast forward to today, I'm on, you know, TikTok or whatever, and I see a similar kind of chopped sandwich situation, and I was like, okay, I might could swing that. And they use pretty much all turkey meat. So they use boar's head turkey, pepperoni, boar's head turkey, 2 different types of boar's head turkey lunch meat, some boar's head cheese. I mean, sis might that probably was a sponsored video low-key, and I just didn't know about it, because sis whole lineup was boar's head, and boar's head is high as hell. Okay, so I might incorporate a couple boar's head. I do occasionally buy boar's head lunch meat, but sis had the mayonnaise, she had the deli what is it, deli dressing. I didn't even know what the hell a deli dressing was before I saw her video, but apparently it's like doggone juice for bread, because she put it on directly on the doggone bread, and I know that bread was good and sopped up and not dry at all. So I went ahead and put some items in my cart at HEB. I didn't purchase it. Let me be honest with y'all. I was gonna buy it, right? I said to myself, okay, I'm gonna wing tonight. We're gonna try this chopped recipe, right? So what did I get? I merely got the ingredients that my good sis used for the little chop situation, right? So I got the boar's head mayonnaise, which I think is like gourmet or something like that. Comment down below if you guys have used that before or know what I'm talking about, because again, I didn't know about it until before today, right? So I got pretty much, like I said, everything that she used. I got the type of meat that I wanted, lunch meat that is. I was sure to get the boar's head turkey pepperoni because she was raving about that. I got the deli dressing, you know, the bread juice. I got the mayonnaise, all of that. Don't you know, by the time I made it to the checkout, it was like $95. $95. Well, Jen, what else did you add to that? Because surely that's not $100. I just added a case of Coke, y'all, and some fruit. So if I bought it, I was pretty much, sorry y'all about my nose ring, I was pretty much gonna spend $100 on a sandwich. What is the world coming to? What is it coming to? Well, fruit and sandwich fixings, because that's all I got. I didn't get no chicken, I ain't get no beef. I just got lunch meat, mayonnaise, what kind of mayonnaise she got, turkey pepperoni, some fruit. To be specific, I got some strawberries, which was like, I don't know, $4 or $5. I got some cherry plums because husband recently put me on and they was good, so I got a little bag, $3 or $4. What else did I get? Apples, a bag of apples, $3 or $4. What else did I get? I think that's all the fruit that I got. Oh, and a bag of grapes, which was like $5 or $6. The rest of that was the sandwich stuff. Y'all, I'm gonna have to start going into the store with the blindfold, because the way that the prices is pricing at the current moment, I don't want to buy nothing, which means I'm gonna starve because I ain't gonna have no food. I cannot justify buying $100 worth of sandwich stuff. I don't care how good it looked on TikTok, and by the way, it looked bomb. It looked really good. Will I try it? Absolutely. When grocery prices go down. So that means I might not ever get the opportunity to try it, because I just cannot believe that my cart with bread, meat, cheese, mayonnaise, bread juice, aka deli dressing, whatever the hell that is, $100, y'all. I just couldn't even bring myself to do it. I was like, oh, girl, just gasping real hard at my desk. Like, I can't believe we are in the times where fruit and lunch meat costs almost $100. How do they expect people to survive?
I live, yeah. Blink on my neck. I got 'em on deck, but they don't know you already have the green. 'Cause you nasty, babe. You do everything I like.
Check cause I'm big sweater brother majorly. And I don't know why your girl keeps paging me. She tell me that she needs me, cries when she leaves me. And every time she sees me, she squeeze me. Lady, take it easy. Hate to sound sleazy, but tease me. I don't want it if it's that easy. Hey yo, plus it. Baby got a problem saying bye-bye. Just another hazard of a fly guy.
Rainbow. Yummy, they got no more bread, they're crummy. The same way that Mello was staring at Riz, the way that I stare at the money. I'm ready to risk it, all if I lift it, bet I won't miss it. You a statistic, thought shit was sweet till we popped up and popped off the top of your mystic. I go ballistic, hopped out the drop, got the drop on the up, now I'm opportunistic. I like to shop in the district, copping this, copping that, I'm proper capitalistic.
There's a way up. And I can't eat enough without you. There's a way up. If you don't speak, does that mean we're through? You're not making me wait. Don't like sneaky shit that you do. No. There's a way up. All the time. Take a look inside your heart. Is there any room for me? I won't have to hold my breath till you get down on my knee. Because you only want to hold me when I'm looking good enough. Did you?
We both still young, so what's the rush? The night is young and we not drunk enough. You'll come around if I don't do too much. We had our downs, but we had way more ups. Let's make love.
Good morning, fam. It is Tuesday, July the 25th. Happy Tuesday. It is currently 8:01. I am trying to make my way to work. I did want to stop and get some breakfast, but baby, I ain't gonna worry about it. I'm gonna go ahead on and head into the office. Yesterday when I made it home, before I took you guys along with me on my evening walk, my husband's friend Carlos came by the house to drop off some pieces for me from his like athletic clothing line called Trophy Chasers. I saw the pieces, tried the pieces on yesterday because I wanted to make sure that they fit me before he left, so that way if something didn't fit, he could take it back and then bring the appropriate size for me. And I'm so glad that I decided to do that, because one of the leggings didn't fit me for whatever reason, because it was my size, but I guess the type of material or the cut of the fabric when it got to my thighs, it was like get somebody else to do it. What else? Oh, husband suckered me into watching Transformers last night, and just like I figured, Transformers ended up watching us. I made it about halfway through the movie. I don't even think he made it halfway through the movie, child. And baby, we was both knocked out, completely knocked out. Bay is off of work today. He has a speaking engagement at a children's academy. He's going to perform some of his music, talk to the kids, and I really wish that I could have taken off work to go and support him and just, you know, witness that moment, because this is his first speaking engagement. But I know that he's going to do fantastic, and that the kids are really going to enjoy him being there and enjoy his music. So I'm super excited for Bay, and I'll give you guys an update on how he said things went after the event. Hey y'all, it is 12:19. I am still in the office working. Y'all know I usually take my lunch a little bit later, but I am headed down to FedEx because I do have a work package that I have to drop off. But y'all remind me to tell y'all, I got a little story time. There was a bit of a situation that took place when I made it to my building, and I have got to tell y'all what took place, because baby, Satan, baby, he was active this morning. He was active and ready, and he tried it, and I passed my test. Okay, that's what I'm gonna tell y'all for right now, and I'll see y'all when I go to lunch. I hope y'all are having a fantastic day thus far, and I'll see y'all in the afternoon. It is 1:33. I am on lunch. I have a portion of my lunch. My fries is looking like. There you go. And this is a sweet tea. Cheers. Ooh, that's so good.
When it come to you, pistol like bars, issue with trust. Won't let no one get a piece of your love. Yeah, base it on loyalty, base it on us. I ain't the picture perfect type, but I'm...
Good afternoon, you guys. It is 5:29, and you already know the vibes. We are off of work, and thank God, because today has been a day. Okay, Satan has been active. He been active and working through the people, okay, that I have been coming in contact with. And ooh, he been trying to get me to rise up, y'all. He really been trying to get me to rise up. So first things first, I am so sorry that I really couldn't tap in with you guys when I was on lunch today, because husband also called me shortly after I picked y'all up when I was on lunch. So sorry about that. But while I'm talking about husband, I do want to give y'all an update. Everything went very, very well with his performance at the school today. He said that he really enjoyed himself, and the kids also enjoyed his performances. He did 3 songs in total, and he said that he's really excited for the opportunity to do it again. So to God be the glory. I'm so happy that my boo had a successful speaking engagement and performance at the school today, and hopefully the Lord will open more doors for him to be able to do more activities like that. Baby, Satan tried me this morning. Okay, so I'm going into work, right? I'm in my building, and I am about to, or I'm walking toward the elevators, right? And as I'm approaching the elevators, I see 3 building personnel. 2 are building maintenance, and 1 is a security guard, right? So this is me. I'm gonna try to set the stage because I'm driving, y'all, so bear with me. So it's 3 of them, right? And literally they're standing in like this similar stand. So the 2 maintenance people was here, and then the security guard was here, right? And then this is me walking in their direction. So I'm walking in the direction of the elevators, where they so happen to be. And I noticed that one of the maintenance people, I can't remember if it was the outer person or the middle, but they had like some sort of a Swiffer thing. It was clear that they were cleaning up some sort of a mess or a spill, but that they were on the latter end of that because the floor was not wet. And again, it wasn't like a mop or anything like that. Didn't see any tissues or paper towels or no towels. So it looks like they were again on the tail end of a cleanup, right? Okay, so as I am approaching, right, we got the two maintenance people and a security guard. As I'm approaching them, I'm looking at the floor. I'm looking at the floor to assess because I actually have to go in that direction. And I noticed that the floor looks pretty dry, right? Sometimes looks can be deceiving, just throwing out that disclaimer for those of you who are thinking that. And I'm aware of that. But I really, I was up on the floor and was like, oh, okay, cool. You know, they just trying to extra make sure that the floor is dry, understandably so, because the building is packed, especially in the morning, with people trying to hustle to get to where they have to go within the building. So the three people, right? Three amigos and me, I'm walking. I'm coming up on the side of the security guard, right? Because I need to go around them to get to where I gotta be. Now, mind you, this is where they cleaning up, right here. I walked around them, right? So as I walk around the security guard and get to the position where the elevator is, I pass her up and she says, now why she gotta do that? I got one AirPod in, so in my mind, I'm like, who is she? Who are they talking to? Who is she talking to? So I turned around and we made eye contact, and she was like, why you came and walked through? You see we such and such. And I was like, excuse me? I was like, what is your name? And she was like, it's Officer such and such with an attitude. Now, mind you, y'all, Satan was trying to get me active with him in that moment. Satan was really trying to get me active with him because, first of all, I'm like, madam, it's not even 8:30. Where you getting this energy from? And take it back. Redirect. We don't want it over here. Why you acting like that? Because I passed in the direction that you was in. So I asked her for her name. Like I said, she gave it to me with a bit of an attitude, and I just got on the elevator. It was maybe about 20 other people in the lobby. Not that that bothered me, but for the sake of the story, I'm setting it up for y'all. It was about 20 people in the lobby. So I'm gathering, you know, sis had this little outburst. She might be feeling good about herself, thinking that she checked me for walking in the, you know, to tell her, basically reprimanding me, so to speak, for walking in the direction of where they were trying to clean up the spill. Although I didn't walk through them, because that would have been rude, because the spill was right here. I walked around them to get to where I had to go. One thing about it, two things for sure, as a 35-year-old woman, there have been a lot of lessons dealing with people that I have learned over the years in my adulthood, and one of them that I hold very near and dear to me is that you must, in a lot of cases, if not all cases, teach people how to treat you, because they don't know if they're just now meeting you. And if you let certain behavioral issues, because that's a behavioral issue, slide, they'll feel comfortable to do it. And one thing about it, two things for sure, I might look like it on the outside, but please believe I won't ever hesitate to let anybody know they cannot play with me like that. Now, I might not go about it the way that I used to back in the day, and to God be the glory for that, period. So I go downstairs, she's there, and so is a gentleman. So of course I don't want to talk to her, because at this point, sis, me and you ain't got nothing to talk about. I go to the gentleman. I said, excuse me, sir, can you please point me in the direction of the security's direct supervisor? He said, oh ma'am, I'm the direct supervisor. I said, wonderful, you saved me a trip, because I thought I was gonna have to walk to this building and that building to find out. I said, so if you don't mind, if you have a little bit of time, sir, can you please step to the side? Because she was standing right there. Can you please step to the side so that I can talk to you about a situation that took place this morning. He was like, absolutely, no problem. So after he agreed to step to the side and talk to me, I began to pretty much just run down the entire situation from start to finish and how it all played out. I let him know that, you know, I've been in the building for many years, and this was the first time in the entire time that I've been working in the building that I've experienced or encountered someone on the security team that was so rude. He said, well, you know, I'm glad you came down here to talk to me, because before you walked up, I was in the middle of writing a text message or typing a text message to my direct management team, because I actually saw the entire thing. I saw it. I was like, oh, okay, great. You saw it, so you know I'm not tripping, right? I mean, I didn't say that. I'm talking to y'all because, you know, we family. But I'm basically telling him, like, okay, well, you can validate my story because you said you saw it. And he said, oh, yes, ma'am. Everything that you're saying is accurate and correct. He said, I'm very disappointed in Officer, and then he called her name and said, we just had a meeting as a collective, and we've really been stressing, you know, providing white glove service to the tenants in this building, and what I witnessed today was a disappointment, and I apologize on behalf of the security team and staff for the incident that occurred today. After we concluded our conversation, of course, I told him thank you, you know, for his time. He told me thank you, apologized again, and before leaving him, I did give him a heads up. I said, sir, you know, I appreciate your time, I really do, and I thank you for hearing me out, and I want to let you know, so that it's not a surprise to you, that I do intend to go to property management and make them aware also of the incident that took place. Right? I went and sought out one of the members of property management, which was a sweet lady. This lady was so freaking sweet, y'all, like out the gate. She was like, hey, how are you? Have a seat. She was like, I see you have an energy drink, but would you like a coffee? Da 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 da. We got to talk about Celsius, and you already know the vibes, honey, baby. I sell ice to Eskimo when it comes to that Celsius, because man, it's nasty, but it do what it do, okay? So we were talking about that. We talked about our kids. Like, this lady was really digging me. I low-key kind of felt like sis was about to ask me if I wanted a job. Okay. I just need a break from people, because people be peopling ignorantly, and Satan just really know how to tap dance on your nerves through people. And because I know, you know, how he operate in folks and how he uses people as vessels to really get you up out of character, I really be aware of that when situations come up, and I try to handle them as best as I possibly can. And I feel like turning into Karen and letting Karen, I gotta come up with a new name for her, because Karen don't fit me, because she's still an extension of me, but she's like the corporate, let me get it done, let me call somebody, let me run it up the flagpole, you know what I mean, kind of person. So y'all leave me some comments down below. What should I call my Karen side? I'm gonna let y'all name her. That's cute. I'm gonna let y'all name the Karen side of me, baby, because she come out. She do come out, and she don't be pressed. She be calm, cool, and collected, okay? She's very well-mannered and has etiquette out the wazoo, but don't play with Karen. Don't play with, if she come out, best believe somebody gonna get told something if she come out. It's gonna be a formal complaint written somewhere. We gonna get something free. We gonna get some coupons if Karen got to come out to play. Oh yeah, somebody done messed up. But anyway, y'all, I hope y'all had a fantastic Tuesday, y'all. We are slowly creeping to Friday. To God be the glory. When I get home, we're gonna get some editing done, and based on what our editing is looking like, because I would like to get a video out for you guys. Depending on when I can finish that, will determine whether or not we're gonna work out today. If we don't work out today, I'm cool with that, because 5 a.m., you guessed it, we're going to the gym. I texted Toy earlier to see if she and Micah, which is her son, is gonna meet us, because Zaya's coming too there. So hopefully they will, so we can have another little mother and son workout session. And if not, me and Zay will go and do the dang thing and get a nice little workout in tomorrow, and that will be in tomorrow's vlog. Good evening, fam. It has been a couple hours since the last time you guys saw me, and as you can see, I'm so fresh, so clean, and very comfortable. I've just been chilling out, editing some videos, watching TV, so on and so forth, and that's pretty much all that I'll be doing for the rest of the day until it's time for me to go to bed and do this whole thing called grind all over again tomorrow. But I wanted to close out the vlog. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope that you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to give it a huge thumbs up. If you stuck with me for this long and this is your first time here, don't leave a stranger. Hit that subscribe button to join the fam and hit the post notification bell so that you never miss another one of my uploads. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.